Hey everyone, it's Heidi here. Whether it's good morning or good evening for you, I'm sending you so much love, and whatever you're feeling right now, whatever, know that you're not alone and that it's valid. There's this common thing that we're sharing, and we're all experiencing it differently. And however you feel, without exception, is valid. I've been inviting you all into my daily practice right now. And today, I'm here in Thailand still. And I have a radical idea to share with you. Consider that on the large scale, from the biggest perspective, there's absolutely nothing wrong. Think about the example I love is like a tapestry or a rug. And how when you take a microscope and you look at the pattern of the fabric, it's pure chaos. All of the threads seem to be intersecting at these random points. It's messy, it's a disaster. It's hard to imagine how anything beautiful could come from that. But when you zoom out one layer, all you see is this gorgeous pattern. All you see is how all of the threads somehow, in their mismatched, mishap way, are coming together to create something that's not just beautiful, but functional. And this is a tough pill to swallow at the moment. So maybe it's easier for us, and maybe it's not a tough pill to swallow. We've all got different perspectives right now, depending on where you are in your own journey. You might already be feeling that. Or you might be feeling the chaos and the wrongness of everything. It might be a little easier for us to access this from a different perspective. What if instead of zooming out, we zoomed in one layer? Past the layer of the chaos of the threads, and into one thread. And all we saw was just the fibers of one thread. You can do this right now. Let's try it. Right now, right now, is there anything wrong? In this nanosecond. What's wrong in this nanosecond? There's nothing here that you've experienced yesterday or today or 10 minutes ago. There's only right here. And if you've studied Eckhart Tolle, he takes all his readers on this beautiful journey of looking at this now moment. So let's try this together right now. Right now. If you're watching, if you can, close your eyes for a minute. And bring your attention to your breath. And notice that every single inhale is a whole journey in and of itself. And every single exhale is a whole journey with different points. Follow that journey of sensation as it moves through your lungs, perhaps even deeper. And choose one point on that journey. Maybe it's the beginning, maybe it's the end. And be fully in this point. And at this exact point in your breath, if you are fully there, I ask you, what is wrong? Not about the future or the past, but in this micro moment, what is wrong? And if you can really catch it, you'll see that nothing is wrong. That if we can go so deeply in to the pattern of life, it's all okay. And if we can go so deeply out, back to the metaphor of the tapestry, if we can see the completed tapestry, there's nothing wrong there either. So it's just this in-between stage that's chaos, that's a disaster, that's heartbreak, that's struggle, that's fear. And we're all going through this journey. And you've gone through this journey before, maybe, if you've had really hard things happen in your life, if you've been on a deep spiritual practice. It's an archetypal journey that we're in right now. Joseph Campbell talks about this a lot, and how we go through these phases. We go from this ignorance is bliss, this place of comfort, of regular life. And there's this little whisper of a call. It might be saying, there's something more, or you're meant to serve more, or this isn't all there is. And for a time, maybe years, maybe most of your life, there's a period of ignoring that call, of distracting ourselves with things, of saying, I don't have time for the spiritual path. I don't have time to ask these questions, to ask who I am. I don't have money for that. Or I don't want to do that. I try to meditate, but I don't like it. And I get up and, it's time to eat or watch a movie. And right now, we're being forced out of that phase. There's no more comfort zone. So we're being propelled into this next phase of the journey. And the interesting thing about this journey is we're forced into this phase of expansion. And we're given these trials. We've given these tribulations, these deep, deep challenges. And eventually we all get to this place that's called the dark night of the soul. And in the dark night of the soul, everything is questioned. Everything is lost. It's a metaphorical or the real death. We're facing this. But it's just a phase in our journey, in our soul's evolution, our soul's expansion. Right now, we can't ignore this journey anymore. It's not voluntary anymore. We're being forced to go on this. But when we're in it, when we're in each phase, we think that phase is it. We think this is it. It's just chaos. And it's easy to lose hope, and it's easy to lose sight of meaning and the whole tapestry. And in this journey that we all go on, that we're going on together, there's a point where we see the treasure. There's a point where we see the gift in all of this. And we start to rise up, and we start to step into who we're meant to be. And we start to focus on service and what we can do in the world. And there's a point where we come back to the order. A point where we come back to normality. But it's a different normality. It's no longer an ignorant, shadowy normality. It's the normality of fully integrated beings, fully integrated heroes, fully integrated society. And if that is all just way too much to handle, then that's okay. We can go the other direction to that micro moment of right now. At any time, you've got these 2 points where the pattern is orderly, where you can see that there's nothing wrong. And if it's overwhelming to go to this mythological, archetypal journey that we're on, then go to that micro moment in your breath. Remind yourself so many times during the day that in this split second of now, everything's okay. Everything's exactly as it needs to be. You have everything you need to navigate this step of the hero's journey. And whatever you're experiencing right now, know that I and many, many others are sending prayers and doing mantra and doing chanting and meditating. I'll be doing a lot of that today, just sending out love to those of us who are feeling very much in that chaos, very much without access to either of the perspectives that provide us peace right now. I did a video yesterday with a Taoist practice to recharge you with immunity, to recharge you with stamina and grounding and decisiveness. So if you want to try that, you can go ahead and try that today. And tomorrow I'll be back with you. I will share again my practice with you. It's going to be a full day of prayer and forgiveness practice. I'm sending you so much love, so much clarity, and so much perspective. Remember that here and now, it's all about service. So how can you serve? And maybe that is by sleeping. So let's be honest, what is your true service right now? And honor that. All right. Lots of love. I will see you soon.